I am honored and privileged to be able to welcome all of you to celebrate the launch of a dear friend of mine, Marr Brown's book, What's Your Sales Story? I told Marr that he probably should have served the wine after this because, you want to have a couple, but I'll manage to get through this. My name is Hector Lafarga Jr. I'm the Regional Director for the Pacific Southwest office of Inroads. Inroads is a national internship program that is ranked as one of the top 10 internships in America. The Inroads mission is to develop and place talented minority youth in business and industry and prepare them for corporate and community leadership. Inroads partners with Fortune 500 corporations and provides them with a diverse talent for summer internships. On a national level, we partner with over 500 corporations, and we have over 4,000 interns working with these corporations. We also have over 20,000 Inroads alumni that have gone through the Inroads process and are now in corporate America and in the community. Some are CEOs, some are senior executives, some are entrepreneurs, some are politicians, and one is a perennial salesperson and soon-to-be best-selling author and motivational speaker, Marr Brown. Inroads is a big part of Marr's sales story. Inroads is responsible for placing him in the sales internship at Allergan that subsequently led him into a professional sales career with them, which is where his sales story begins. Our mission, in part, says that we prepare youth for corporate and community leadership. And I am sure at one point early in his career, Marr was thinking, Inroads should also prepare you to deal with failure. I do think that Inroads, through its professional leadership training, was a part of Marr's self-realization, his road to recovery, and the success he has experienced and where he is at this very moment tonight. Among his many talents, Marr is also an Inroads model. He is featured in some of our current marketing material, and I thought I was going to be able to show it on the big screen, but I'll save that for later. Or you can go to inroads.org. Yes, a little shameless plug. And I would say, and I feel comfortable saying that I think Marr's a pretty good-looking guy. He's one of the Inroads models. I have had the honor of knowing Marr for about 12-plus years, and we have developed a great professional and personal relationship. However, there are two things I don't like about him. One is that he's a better golfer than I am, and he happily takes my money. And two, I don't have a lot to take, but he does take it. I don't think he's gained any weight since I've met him. He's one of the fittest guys I've ever known. And in the sales business, you got to eat and eat with your clients. This guy is fit. But in all seriousness, I want to thank Marr for acknowledging Inroads as a launching pad for his career, and we are excited to be a part of his next chapter in his life. I am sure we all have our own story and the peaks and valleys that make up that story. However, few of us would take that bold leap and share our story, especially when failure is a significant part of it, because no one likes to talk about the bad stuff. But that is Marr Brown's story. To quote from his book, it's a story of failure and triumph, life and death, blindness and sight. Now, prior to reading this book, I had already heard Marr's story a few times when he presented to over 100 of our Inroads graduating interns as they were preparing to enter the workforce. Yes, Inroads was also responsible for some of his first public speaking engagements, and you'll see his polished skills tonight. Back then, it was no charge, but now I'm pretty sure anytime we ask him to come back, there's going to be some cost involved, starting with the book. The first time I heard Marr's story, quite frankly, I was shocked, because it was really full disclosure about his failures in his professional and personal life. I would never have guessed that he struggled along the way, because quite frankly, he put up such a good front, and he appeared like he had it all together. But what a transformation. Going from rock bottom to what he was coveting all along, being the youngest person to win Allergan's coveted Salesperson of the Year, overseeing the marketing of one of Allergan's most successful products, being the youngest person to be named Regional Director of Sales for Allergan, and finding purpose by tying his success to changing lives. Now, Jamar and I have played a few rounds of golf together over the years. We spent a lot of time talking about our family, our goals, our struggles, and sharing business ideas. And of course, the conversations were not that productive when Jamar's game was not going that well. But he would definitely talk less at that time. But it was really the last golf outing a few months back that Jamar told me that he was writing a book and that he wanted Inroads to be a part of it, and that he was really excited about the possibilities where it would go. He mentioned that he could do professional workshops based on the book, that he was going to have this book launch, and he was going on and on and on and on, and obviously it was a good day for golf for him. But I was thinking, he's going to ask me for money to help him get this off the ground. You know, he's a sales guy, right? So he was just kind of teeing me up. But I must admit, I was buying it. And in all sincerity, Jamar didn't ask me for money, but he did tell me he wanted Inroads to be a part of this. And without hesitation, we said yes, and that it would be our honor to be a part of this milestone in his life. Now, if you know Jamar well, you know that he's very competitive, as most salespeople are. So, Jamar, I want you to know that based on the attendance tonight, you beat President-elect Obama's attendance when he had his first book launch signing. I read this week that he only had 10 people show when he was launching his first book. So you're one up on President-elect Obama. However, his next book signing, he had 300 people show. So now you have a benchmark. And I have no doubt that you will keep that in mind when you launch your next book. Jamar, your Inroads family, which is 20,000 plus strong, is very proud of you. We congratulate you and your family on the launch of your book, the courage to tell your story, and the inspiration for all of us to tell our stories. We wish you the best of luck in the future, and we know we will see you on the New York Times bestseller list. Why not?